Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are all doing great today. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about your nutrition planning for the next couple of weeks. A lot of you are doing and following the 21-day fix eating plan, so that is what I'm going to talk about today and throw in some other stuff as well that might still be helpful to you all. So I highly, highly encourage you when you get your 21-day fix, your package in the mail, get this guy out, the eating plan out, and read it cover to cover. I wish I had done so because I learned some things along the way that I wish I knew up front. Okay, so what you first all need to do is find out what your calorie intake / your container allotment is. You will see an example of that on page 19, what all the different phases are, or types are, so to speak. The easiest way to actually do that is there's an app on your phone, and I'll post it in the comments below. But there's an app on your phone called 21-Day Fix Tracker, and you can put your weight and height in there, and that will tell you, so you don't have to deal with doing any math or anything, and then boop, boop, it'll tell you on there. So then you'll figure out how many containers you have. Now, when I first got these containers in the mail, I was like, are you kidding me? So you can see it here too. Are you kidding me? This is insane. Whatever. These are so tiny. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Look at this little guy. This is bonkers. And what I have come to find out, and I'm going to post a picture of this too here in the comments, is that the good news is these are deceivingly large, actually. Actually, some challengers have trouble eating all of their different containers. So I wanted to go through each container with you and just talk about it a little bit and my thoughts on it and what I have found. Okay, I'm going to go in the order that they go in the book. Let's see. Green, veggies. So green is your veggie container. Here, so what would go in here? Like green beans, asparagus, any kind of green things you can think of, any eggplant, etc., beets, broccoli, etc. Here's the thing though, and usually I think I get like 3 of these. They're vegetables. If so long as you are not dousing them in salad dressing, so long as you are not dousing them in so much olive oil, it's insane. I don't think anyone's going to freak out on you if you eat too many vegetables. If you are making a salad for yourself for lunch or for dinner, don't measure your romaine in here. Now, this isn't what the eating plan says. This is what my Wendy personal thoughts on it. But I don't think you're going to kill yourself with extra romaine or extra spinach or extra kale. Where you're going to kill yourself is if you do extra dressing. So keep that in mind. Greens are veggies. Next up, let's go to purple, your fruit. Now, you can overeat on fruit, and I think, oh, but fruits and veggies are both so good for you, they're plants. No, fruit does have a lot of sugar. So what counts as a purple? Half a banana. So keep that in mind. It's not a whole banana, it's half a banana counts as a purple. This can be full of strawberries, blueberries. 1 apple counts as a purple. Now, what I'm going to tell you too, if you're going to slice up strawberries, or a better option is to slice up strawberries, you can fit more in there. And here's the thing, these containers, I'm not going to talk about this with the green because you know how I feel about the greens. These containers, you can fill them to the top. They shouldn't be overlapping, but you can fill them to the top. Another thing that's a purple is salsa. Okay, so that's another thing that's purple that you might not think of right away, and tomato sauce. So if you're making a pasta dish, use your purple to measure out the tomato sauce. So that is the purple. Next, we are going to the red. This is actually my favorite. Red is the protein. And until 21-Day Fix, I did not really realize protein comes first. I know in terms of like portion, in terms of if you're reaching for a snack, protein first. I used to think it was veggie, and I think veggie is right up there with it. But I've come to be a crazy protein lover. So what does this count as? 1 red equals 2 eggs. It also equals any sort of ground meat. It equals grilled chicken, grilled steak. Again, they always talk about like low-fat white meats here. I still eat steak. I still eat ground beef. I'm not going to get that far away from, what my husband really loves. This also equals your Shakeology. So if you are having, your scuba Shakeology, that counts as a red. Here are two pieces I didn't realize counted as a red until like late into my first round of doing 21-day fix. Greek yogurt counts as a red, not as a dairy. That's awesome. You know why? Because you can use Greek yogurt as a sub for sour cream in your Mexican dishes. I have Greek oat yogurt every single night for dinner, or not for dinner, for dessert, and I will be talking more about that. And it also, a red counts as ricotta cheese. So again, for your pasta dishes, right? You would have, if you wanted not even to do pasta, we'll talk about this, spaghetti squash. You could do a green of spaghetti squash, and actually one green is more than enough. I've measured that out before. You can do like half a red of tomato sauce. You can do, sorry, a purple. Half a purple of tomato sauce. You can do half of this of ricotta and half with a meat you like, and blue that we're going to be talking about in a bit, with a little bit of extra cheese. And there you go. See, it's so stinking easy. Okay, what else? Yellow. Okay, this is the one that we all think that we're going to be so sad to lose out, right? Because yellows are like the carbs, so to speak. And we are all, or a lot of us might be very used to eating a lot of yellows. For me, my yellows, even though this doesn't really count as yellow, but I say, like, you know, my goldfish, my Cheez-Its, cereal, that sort of thing. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is use your yellows for healthier yellows, right? Or to save them for your treats. So healthy yellows would be as follows. It'd be rice, potato. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Sweet potatoes and potatoes don't count as a vegetable or a fruit. They're going to count as one of your yellows, okay? Because probably the high starch content. Oatmeal, pasta, pita bread. So if you want to make some sort of pita bread pizza, yellow. Ezekiel bread, which is delicious. If you haven't tried it yet, I encourage that. That's one piece of Ezekiel bread is one yellow. I'm going to talk about yellows a little bit more when we talk about treats here in a minute. Okay. Blue. Blue is your healthy fat container. So this is, you use this for your avocado. And I can definitely fit about half an avocado in here. Just so you know, it looks teeny tiny, but definitely can fit half an avocado. Your cheese, your hummus. Anything else interesting? Nuts, raw nuts in here. It says about 12 almonds, 8 cashews, etc., etc. So this is for your healthy fat. These are really good for snacks. These you also want to plan out throughout the day. We'll be talking about that, but plan when you're going to use your blues, because you don't want to eat a whole half avocado for lunch and then want some sort of cheese with your dinner, and then you don't get it because you already used your blue, right? There's your blue. Orange. This is for your 21-day fixed dressings, and there's recipes in here. You can also use it for olives, shredded coconut, unsweetened, and other sorts of seeds and that sort of thing. Sometimes I use these for like my snacks. I like fill this up with sunflower seeds and eat them, and get the sunflower seeds, you know, without the hull on them. Dressing, I typically I like just to do vinegar because then it's easy that way. But if you want to do olive oil vinegar mixture, you know, use this guy as a guide. Okay. Then there's also the teaspoon piece. I don't have a teaspoon here, but we are allowed so many teaspoons, and that is really for your olive oil, your peanut butter. That's what I typically use them for, your coconut oil, and other kind of seed or nut butters. That's what you use for your teaspoons. Now there are free foods, okay? There's vinegar is free, like I talked about for my salads. Mustard is free, so that's awesome. So if some of you really like tuna salad and you're trying to get rid of the mayo, maybe mix it with mustard instead. Ginger, hot sauce, etc. Lemon, lime. So lemons and limes I use all the time to add flavor. They don't count for anything. Okay, let's talk about treats. I know this video is long, but I hope you're staying with me. Okay, let's see. I always have, 3 times a week, you can replace a yellow with a glass of wine. And I know that might be very exciting to some of you all. So 3 times a week, you can have a glass of wine. Sometimes what I've done, if I know I'm having like a crazy weekend, I will save my yellow containers, and knowing that that weekend might not be as clean as other days. This also counts as, let's see, coconut milk, coconut water, almond milk, all unsweetened, or milk, that sort of thing. So keep in mind that 3 times a week, you get to sub out for a glass of wine. Now, in addition to that, 3 times a week, you can also use a yellow container for a treat, such as, now, We're not filling up the yellow container with a treat. You're not supposed to, like, you can't eat a whole thing of this of chocolate chips like 3 times a week. That would be defeating the purpose. What you can do is, let's see, my favorite is the chocolate covered almonds, 6 pieces. So what I actually do is I divide that even more, and I do basically, I have 3 chocolate covered almonds every night, and I portion that out through the week, and that way I'm getting my chocolate fix at the end of each day that I mix in with my Greek yogurt. But it can also be potato chips, tortilla chips, all that sort of thing. But again, you have to allocate your treats. Treats are allowed, treats are encouraged, so you don't like go off the deep end. You just have to allocate and plan for them. Okay, those are the containers. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'm going to comment below with 2 things. With I can't do a link to the 21 Day Fix Track app tracker, but I will definitely put the name in there and try and do a screenshot of it if I can so you can see it. I'm also going to do a picture. I'm going to show you how much chicken you can actually fit in here. Okay, I hope you all have a great day. Bye.